best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wait, wait, 20! Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, check it!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Wait, 20!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run with Barkley. They find some open field here. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hope. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gold with the extra point, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
Wait, set, ready? Check, Mike 54, Mike 54. Here I come. Cover.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going deep for Hopkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And an alley to run. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got it with the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers, flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. T.J. Watt able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. Motion, motion, pump, 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 pump. Ringo, 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 Ringo.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Brady going to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Silver.
On the run, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ty Law. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able